Hey there, hockey fans, and happy holidays from the Bush League Podcast and our friends at 506 Breaks. If you're looking to add some excitement to the season, they got you covered with non-stop weekly events. $5 headliner, Montreal Monday, Toronto Tuesday, Sunday Fun Day, Cup Kings, and the always unpredictable Wild Card Draw. With signed jerseys, pucks, and top-tier memorabilia up for grabs, there's something for every hockey diehard. So sit back, turn up the volume, and let's kick off the show. Powered by 506 Breaks.
Papaya rules, man.
Papaya rules.
Papaya rules. I just said the other podcast I was tired of talking about it.
You know, papaya would be a great color for a hockey team.
Right? Man, we didn't record last week, but I had my McKinnon jersey, the Team North America. It's not papaya, but it's like an orange color. And it's like one of my favorite jerseys. I think
it's the old man from Home Alone.
Oh.
Hey guys, sorry.
Were you let me guess. Were you digging a grave? Oh, he doesn't have his headphones
He
on.
Still can't hear us, yeah.
Okay. I'm jealous of that jersey. That's a good one.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
So can I guess? Were you digging a grave?
Oh, no. I'm trying to dig a rink.
Gary, you were right. That's what Gary said.
I just figured, never mind this Milan nonsense. If they want to move those games to Casa de Terrio, we're ready to go.
I was going to talk about the rink controversy, and then I thought we could get to Milan.
But I'm ready, guys. I'm packing. I'm ready to go. Apparently mine's only a couple feet shorter than theirs, so I don't know what the difference is. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. I was debating whether to bring this up. I wasn't sure if we were gonna. So first of all, what's the season for backyard rink building? So have you guys both started? Gary, are you doing one too?
I haven't done anything yet, but it's been asked for.
I haven't either, Gary, but I figure I got to kick her into high gear now. Team Canada's going to need a place to play. So
I know several who have them up and running already.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly cold enough.
It's cold enough.
I drove by one yesterday, actually, that had just in the side of their yard, and they had like the full boards and the netting above the boards. And
wow.
It was like professional.
I
threw down a couple of slabs on the side, and that's about it.
And you know what? They've got just as much of a chance of hosting an Olympic game as Milan does at this point.
So what's the number? It's 3.8 something feet, or too short?
It's almost 4 feet too short. And I don't mean too short Olympic size. They messed up. It's shorter than an NHL rink.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only is it like out goes the window, we've had talks on here about, well, the
Olympic ice
Tom
being
Wilson,
bigger.
you know what I mean? It's a bigger rink. Do you really need a Tom Wilson? You're going to do an open ice. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, this is smaller than an NHL rink. And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, Tom Wilson, 77 hits so far this season. 20 goals, 77 hits.
Yeah, I know. He's another guy that's going to make their jobs difficult.
Yep,
leaving
very.
him off. But I got a kick out of the official number. It was like 2 decimal places of precision. Like we're trying to put every possible number, we every little thousandth of an inch to try to get it as close as possible. It was
that's exactly why it's taken so long to build it.
Mhm.
So here's my thoughts. So I have a little bit of experience in the construction industry now. And I'm sure this is universal throughout the world. But like in construction, it's a miracle that anything gets done. Ever. Just everything. Because like there's so many stakeholders involved, especially like in a normal job, right?
Mhm.
Like you got to do the design. So there's like 5 to 7 trades involved in the design process. So that has to go back and forth, and there's reviews and back and forth and meetings and project managers trying to organize this. And does he have the question he needs? Did he get that question? Did he get this? Then you finally get these drawings done and you put them out to tender, however you're going to do it. And contractors bid it. Maybe they direct award, who knows? And contractors bid it. So they then have to read the plans to figure out what they're supposed to do. But all of this is a huge rush. Like building these facilities, they should have started them like a couple of years ago.
Yes,
you know what I
I
mean?
assumed they had up until this fiasco.
And that's the funny thing with the Olympics is you kind of have a heads up. You kind of know. It's not like it just sprung on you. But this stuff gets delayed, and there's so many, and there's so many different contractors and project managers, and every decision has to pass through another party, and he has to look at it, and that has to get looked at and reviewed, and then they're away, and then they're back, and then this and that. And so what goes on sometimes is a contractor will go to build something, and you've got 2 types of contractors. One will just do it. They'll do it, and then they'll say it's done. And then you find out that they either saved a bunch of time and they were quick because it was right, or if there was a mistake, you got to tear it down and do it again. So what I envisioned happening was this thing's a giant rush, especially now, right? These last few months. You imagine the construction meetings with this stuff going on. The Olympics are coming here and they don't have this done yet. So you've got all these guys, and then they talk to their supervisors and the guys on site, and everybody's going, I don't care. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. So then some tradespeople are putting in like the concrete for where they're going to put the seats for people to watch.
Yep.
And they screw up where they put it because they're in a huge hurry. And they got the things all poured and the concrete's all poured, and they're going to put the boards in. And then someone who's going to measure off the boards or some kind of thing is like, I'm missing like 2 feet. Could you check that again? And then he checks it again. He's like, actually, it's almost 4 feet. It's like almost 2 feet on each side. And then it's like, well, we've got the concrete poured. The boards are all cut the length here, and we can't put the boards on because they're too long. The sections don't fit. Now what do we do? I'm assuming it's that, because that's the type of stuff that goes on. And it's not like one guy's fault. It's everybody's fault because we're all in a rush and nobody took the time to do something like that properly.
Yeah.
That's the way that stuff goes.
Yep.
So
and I've
here we
seen
are.
that before. Like I work in a government building, but the magic of tender. But like 4 different tenders could have been won over 4 different years. And by the time it gets to the 4th construction company, they have no idea what the first one was thinking. Because the first 100%. One didn't win the next tender. So they had left it open-ended for themselves and didn't get it. And I've watched it.
Yeah.
Like it's just a mess.
It's a huge mess. So just imagine the Olympics. Like at the level of,
all those buildings.
And it's government too. It's like the Italian national government is looking at this, right? Everybody's looking at this right now. They're all staring at it and yelling at people, and
so you speak from experience. I'll speak from inexperience. I just like to think that it's a bunch of guys coming in on Monday morning being like, "Oh, did you watch the race yesterday? Oh, Ferrari, what were you thinking?" Let's build the rink for a Tretiak.
I was going to say, isn't that Team Russia?
Gosh.
Cameron's not even here to defend himself.
No, that is a throw to Cameron on the Bush League podcast.
But yeah, wow. I guess I should have probably said, for anyone who doesn't know, the NHL, the Olympic rink that they're building, they're literally building the facilities, and the ice is too short by nearly 4 feet.
Yep.
So
I heard something. I haven't checked this, but was it Pittsburgh or somebody just played in Europe recently?
They did, yeah. They played.
The rink they played on was the same size as what they built here. So I'm guessing it's must be like a common size at least, not random completely.
Yeah, like here's like the thing, like the being 4 feet too small, it's not that big of a deal, guys, for 2 feet. Like it's not going to be so much smaller that it throws off the rhythm of your game. It's 2 feet, right? That said, the Olympic ice is supposed to be bigger.
Yeah.
So it's the combination of, well, yeah, but you got to pick your team for this open ice. Like you got longer passes and it's a longer distance from the blue line to red line. And it's, you know what I mean? Like when you're in deep, you're in even deeper, and it's a wider game. And all of a sudden it's like, well, now it's smaller than an NHL rink.
Well, isn't it like, I haven't checked this. I could be wrong, but I thought it was more wider than it was
long.
Yeah.
You wish.
I'm
going to look right now. I'm genuinely curious now.
Because I feel like if you look back on Olympic hockey,
mm-hmm.
It feels like you could like land a plane on the thing. Like it seems like the circles are so like they're way out in the middle is what it feels like when you look at it.
It's like 8 feet wider, isn't it?
Yeah. So like if you play like a man on man, or you play like a bigger style box, there's so much more room if a guy beats you to get around. And
I'm not having good luck. Everything I look up is just bringing up Milan.
Yeah. But yeah, to your point, I think like I wondered that too, because like even if you took because I know it's like not even quite 2 feet, but if you took that off the back, the defenseman standing there has to be a little bit tighter if the guy skates behind the net to do the fake pickup, or I don't know. Maybe you paint the lines a little narrower.
They'll make the neutral zone smaller.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think you have to. I think that's where you have to cave, Gary. I think you're right.
Yeah. So,
Jeremy, you are correct, sir. So an NHL size rink is typically 200 feet by 85 feet. Compared to an NHL size rink, Milan has made theirs not quite 4 feet too small. A typical Olympic / international size rink is 200 feet, the same length, but by 100 feet. So an NHL rink is 15 feet smaller width-wise.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a big difference. Like but see, that's what we thought. Yeah. But that's what I thought we were getting, which is why I was worried about, like, well, guys, all this talk about Tom Wilson, like, what's he going to do on super open ice? And all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, this is smaller than NHL. So from what I can understand, this is about the size of what my typical backyard rink is now. So
they should just go extreme with that. They should put a net on either end of the red line, so the sides face in, but then you go 200 feet wide.
Why don't they just tip the nets on their back and you have to call a bank and there's not even goalies at this point?
Oh dear.
So do the NHL teams start picking up on this now, and we go back to the old ways of everybody has their own rink made the way they want it?
Like ball fields in baseball?
Yeah. Colorado could be like, oh, we're like a mile high, so we're just going to make this huge, massive Olympic-sized rink and make you skate.
You can't even get to the other end. Yeah. And then there's like certain park rules.
Yeah. Now, I literally tonight was excited to talk to you about, and I'm trying to watch the time here because we don't want to go too long tonight, but Bedard is looking better and better and better all the time. And it went from a long shot in October to like, well, now how do you not name him? And then the other night just had, I know one was in the shootout, but just two highlight reel moments, like just a crazy goal. And then in the shootout, just dummied heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and
deked him, then deked him again, and then decided, yeah, I'm just going to tuck it right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
Like
found another level. He looks like the leader of the Blackhawks. I was going to talk about, I guess it was a week ago now, that game against the Ducks. I thought was kind of like a marquee game because it feels like it's kind of like the two future, Western up and coming teams, which is funny because both of them were like good not that long ago. Like the Ducks, it's been a while. I guess it's been more of a while for the Ducks now.
Mm-hmm.
But the Hawks have had 3 Stanley Cups like not that long ago. You know what I mean? You're talking like 2010s, early 2010s. But anyways, yeah, it was like Bedard was. They came back to win that game. In that game, he was fired up. He was like mouthing at the Anaheim bench, specifically at Mason McTavish, who was his World Juniors roommate. And I think they were good buddies. And here he is, like, shouting at him like from on the bench, from the ice. And I felt like that was kind of like, to your point, Tyson, it was kind of like his, like, it really feels like he's arrived in the NHL now. It feels like the Blackhawks are not, the automatic win that they have been for so long. And he's really like found another level. We were wondering, how do you keep him and Celebrini off the Canadian roster? I mean, every week we do this, they keep putting more evidence that they should be there every week.
Now the question is, do they crack the starting lineup, or are they just in the taxi squad?
Right.
Well, the real question is, are they going?
Yeah.
So like, I'm getting all excited here thinking like, I think Bedard's really going to make this. Like, I don't know who they sit, but you can't not take Bedard and Celebrini. And then Bill Daly's like, yeah, no, they don't fix this. We're not going. So we got no All-Star break planned. There's no Four Nations planned. There's nothing like that planned. It's going to be a big long break for the Olympics, and they don't have a rink.
I honestly didn't read a lot. I feel like that's a bit of just trying to put pressure on them because they can't not go because of those reasons. Like, they can't just not do anything.
No.
Do nothing.
So I did
There's
hear
2 weeks of
one.
no hockey.
So I say heard as if I've got some sort of in, but I saw one internet rumor that there was discussions to just move just the games to Canada. And then I saw it posted, but you know how like one group posts another group's crap, you know what I mean? And I saw it repeated, and then I saw it said again. And then on Hockey Night in Canada, Biz kind of dropped like a, and the next thing you know, the games will be moved to Canada. You know what I mean? Kind of getting his little dig in. And then all of a sudden I'm listening to Bukowskis and Friedman, and Friedman's like, they're not going to move the games. Like, there's not going to be you know what I mean? But it obviously was picking up steam that it got all the way to his ears.
Yeah.
That people were like, well, let's just move the game. Move the game. It's not like there's no NHL rinks available. You just canceled all the seasons on break.
Filled up with concerts and shows, and if you do that, you'll end up with all your games on like Tuesday at 5 p.m. or something.
Yeah.
Or in a random city, Gary, where there isn't any concerts and stuff going on. But, yes.
Right. Like, maybe they could do it at the Videotron Center in Quebec City. Like,
instead of hosting it somewhere, it would be like the traveling road show. Just every night you're in a different city playing games.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
whole thing's wild. Yeah. But
It's funny how much influence like Biz and Spit and Chicklets have gotten. And I don't think they ever really have any. They just sort of like, they just say this stuff and then it catches all this attention. And
it's true, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confident they will have a rink with ice and boards that they can play in. They might not have much for dressing rooms, or
Oh,
the
yeah.
accommodations in the stands might not be that great, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
there will be enough there that it's playable.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like, I don't think like they can get away with that this year because I think the players will just be so happy that there's, international. But I don't know how that works. I mean, the NHL is more involved. It's more of a partnership with the Olympic Committee this year, right? Like it's more they've said we'll do it as long as,
And
It'll
part
be
of me
seen
gets
as
it.
some disrespect, probably.
Right. So,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah.
I did hear Friedman was joking with Buskauskas that if he gets to go cover it, and the rumor is that he can picture him now standing there with like overalls on and a dust mask with like construction still going on all around him.
Vest.
Yeah.
Oh man, wild scenario.
Yeah, they.
My gut does say Bedard and Celebrini make the team. I don't know how you leave them off.
The only thing they've got going against them is for as long as I've ever been watching Olympic hockey, Hockey Canada puts old school management in place who chooses veteran leadership and experience over whatever seems like it's good at the time.
They haven't been there.
Always.
They haven't been there in a long time, and there's a lot of guys who have been waiting for their turn.
Exactly.
Yep. But I did hear some talks of like, so Steve Yzerman is a guy that will put like country before, club, right? Was one of the, if you remember the Marty St. Louis fiasco, where he didn't name Marty to the team and Marty's on his own club. And then Marty goes and gets on the team anyway because they had an injury and does very well, comes home, gold medal, and trade me now. I want out of here, right? And in 2014, do you remember everybody and their dog? It might have been, don't shoot me if I got the year wrong, but everybody, the big question then was, is PK Subban going to be on the team? Is PK Subban on the team? Is PK going to be on the team? And I don't know if it was just like fan
14.
pressure or fan desire that like they wanted. And then sure enough, PK gets named to the team. So like, I don't know if this is like a similar Bedard is the fans are clamoring now for Bedard and he's heating up. And it's like, you know what, like, you got to give them something because we're going to hear it if we don't. Like, I don't know if that's, or do you block all that noise out of the boardroom when you're making these decisions here soon?
I think that all the talk in the boardroom right now has to be focused on the goaltending, and they're just happy that everybody on the outside is talking about Bedard and not about the goaltending.
Just send Blackwood and Wedgwood. Just let Colorado handle it. They can do it.
Man, can I be honest? I'm not even opposed.
Well, I mean, let's hash it out again. Who do we still have? We have Kemper, Thompson,
Bennington.
And of the if you're talking like he's especially because it's what's his name, Armstrong, Doug or Bill, all those old guy names. That was his guy in St. Louis. So Bennington is going back, I think, no matter what. And then Kemper, Thompson, Blackwood's played himself. He's got a shorter body of work because he's started the season late.
Yep.
But he almost went 3 shutouts in a row here last week. And then Scott Wedgwood is a big part of why the Avs are where they are so far this season. But again, never started more than, I think, 20 or 30 games in a season. Never been in a position to like backstop a team like that. So it's just more questions, honestly. It's unproven, you know. I would say that Darcy Kemper, if you're talking about guys with experience, I mean, I think people forget that he was Colorado's goalie in 22 because they let him walk in free agency. But he's a guy that's won. Binnington's won. I don't know. To me, Kemper has kind of maintained a level where he should be in consideration for it too.
Yeah, and I think Thompson, I think he's played well enough that he's earned himself a look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's fair to say. And then the Binnington train is just, for anyone that watches baseball, he's like the Max Scherzer of goalies, and that he just goes psycho mode.
Yeah, he kind of is.
I can't imagine sitting next to him in a locker room. Like he could be playing bad with the Blues, and he is just going to block everything out when he gets there. And when it's on the line, like we've had this talk, I think last year we talked about him with like, what is it like in an elimination game or a game 7 that all of a sudden it's like he could have had 3 weak goals in a series and all of a sudden it's a game 7.
Yeah.
And it's like, where did he come from? He's like playing like he's just unstoppable. So
yep.
He's got that in him. Right. So
and then I'm looking at what's going on in Minnesota with Wallstedt and Gustafson. I'm like, holy cow, another country with like unbelievable goaltending. Great.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
I like a good theme, so I'm going to stick with what you were saying, Jay. Blackwood, Wedgwood, and Thompson Water Seal.
That would have been a great way to end, you know. That is a very Ron McLean outro line.
Guys, how do we want to build Team Canada this year? Well, we want it to seem like we could build a house with the materials.
Yeah.
Or at least waterproof a deck.
It's about country. We need to bond together and represent the softwood lumber industry.
Wow.
Sam Steele, does he still play? Steel and lumber. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's I don't know. When do they start announcing that? Don't they have, isn't that soon? Am I wrong?
It's New Year's, isn't it?
Would have to be soon.
Yeah.
I think they meet as soon as this weekend. Board meetings.
Yeah.
And then I think they announce on New Year's because they make all their calls first, right? And yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm glad it's not me. I'm glad it's not me.
I also think I'm going to put an asterisk on this. I think Suzuki has been playing well enough that he should be mentioned in Team Canada talks, but it could end up being one of those like, yeah, any other year you'd actually be on. But you got some players really stepping up this year that make the argument why he gets on over some of these other guys that, you know what I mean? Like, I think I heard Friedman say, like, it's almost like there's 7 players arguably fighting for 3 positions that are left. If you look at what if you were to sit down and realistically draft up the team, it's like, okay, well, who's going to fill these last 3 slots? And you got 7 of them kind of fighting for it.
Yeah.
Wilson's in there too. Suzuki's in there too. You know what I mean? So like who? Yeah. It's going to be a weird one.
I don't think it'll be a mix. I think they'll just decide we're okay with the young guys being here and it'll be like 2 or 3 of them, or it'll be we're going with the veterans and it'll be kind of your typical.
I would do a mix.
Like Gary was saying, like we want to give them the chance because we haven't been here. But
yeah. And it's not like you're not taking like Sid, Mac, McDavid. Do you know what I mean? Like they're still those three. Like those are our three dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the blue line, like Makar all day. So like you still have some like veteran leadership scaling back to medium level leadership. Like they've been there, done that, been in the Four Nations, done different things.
There's always the one or two there too that make you scratch your head, and then you realize, oh, they've been going to the World Championships every year for Team Canada for the last 8 years.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Yep, very, very, very true.
But well, in the time we got left, I figured we could take a look around the league. Well, I will say the Leafs are in a higher spot than they were the last time we recorded. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. And I mean, they're still only 3 points out of the wild card, even though they're fourth from last.
Seventh in the wild card race.
Seventh in the wild card, yeah.
Although last night they were playing for third in the division.
It's crazy. The Canadians are at the third division spot with 33 points. And the Leafs are in the seventh.
Drop off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you even look below that, like the Senators still are tied for 30. And the weird one is Florida with 28 points, 2 points ahead of last place Buffalo. Florida, there's a lot there that I can understand why they're in the position that they're in. But looking at the point spread, it is still so so tight. Even if you look, so I'm looking at the league page right now, the league standings page. If you look at everybody in the wild card team spot, almost everybody is playing 500-ish hockey.
Yep.
500 or Bettman 500?
Well, yeah. I guess I'm not counting the OT column here, but yeah. The only one who has been legitimately playing themselves out of the playoffs is the Devils. They've lost 5 in a row. No one else has lost more than 2 in the last 10 games. In the last couple of games has gone on the streak more than losing 2. It's so tight. It is still wide open, and we're into December.
It's just not usually the case in December. You usually start to see some point spread starting to happen. Yeah, there's usually some separation. It's a weird one. And listen, we had this talk, I think episode 1, when we were trying to make bold predictions, and we all thought, and I talked about it with guys at work too, and I know Tanger talked about it too. Nobody could predict what was going to happen in the East because we thought they were all like what a wild card, you know what I mean? That it was just like a turkey shoot. Like it was just going to be who knows? And now here we are going, yeah, no, they're all so close. Like we said before
they're all
the season
terrible.
Started. Well, Gary, and it's a mix, like Jeremy said, a lot of them are above 500 or at 500.
Because they're playing each other.
And it's a big, you know what I mean? People are getting all on the Leafs, kind of oh man, what a horrible season. And to Jeremy just said, yeah, last 10 games, 5-3-2. So
yeah,
that's 5-5, but that's 2 losses where you still got a point. Right? So you went 500, but got 2 points out of losses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's horrible. You know what I mean? We're what are we going to do? Because everyone around them is playing the same, not worse. So how can you ever get ahead? It's just that spread just still stays close, right? It's Jay, I don't have the points up right now, but it's almost just a 7-point spread between pretty close, something like that.
Pretty close. If I look at the whole Eastern Conference, it's an 11-point spread between Washington in first and Buffalo in 16th. 11 points. That
just shouldn't be, especially not in December. Yeah.
And it's funnier when you go like the further in you go, even if you go from, Carolina in second to Ottawa in 14th, the spread drops to 6 points between second and 14th.
Yeah, see.
I mean,
and that's the. So this whole, like, you know what I mean? Like do you know who's the worst at this? Is Sportsnet posting stats that don't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, usually, you know how like I get the government does this to us all the time because I work a government job, right? But they give you data that I can already see problems with the data. If that makes sense. It's like, oh, so this is your results on this question. But did you think of this question? So sport, you know what I mean? Like, because that matters. So, like, you know what I mean? You asked everyone a yes or no question, but you didn't give anybody a maybe option kind of deal. So I saw Sportsnet post a thing where it's like teams 13th or lower only have a 6.8% chance of making the playoffs historically if they're in that position come December 1st. And it's like, yeah, what's the point spread on that 6.8?
Well,
like, normally they could already be down a dozen points to 20. And in this case, you got a spread of only 6 points between 2nd and 14th. But you're giving me data as if like, oh yeah, nope, they're doomed. Apparently they're all doomed. None of them are making the playoffs in the East. Going by your data. Like, it's just wild.
And it's interesting too. So in the West, the 10th through 16 teams in the Western Conference are in the 20s in terms of points. So, like, the 10th place team is the Jets, who've kind of fallen off here recently with 29 points. So there's 10 through 16 is in the 20s, whereas in the East, 15 and 16 are still in the 20s. So, like, that's the thing, is the better teams aren't as good as the teams in the West. And the worst teams in the East are better than the worst teams in the West. So it's just a way tighter spread.
Yep. The bad teams aren't as bad, and the good teams aren't as good.
Like, literally, the Predators in the West are last with 24 points, and the Avs are double them at 48. Yep.
Which is how it normally is.
Right.
Come this time of year. And
anyway,
East,
that's a lot
of... It's just not happening that way.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of talking about that, but to me, it's remarkable. Like, it's
weird
really
year,
different
man.
This year. Yeah,
they need to start spreading it out, because between this and that huge break for the Olympics, it's going to be like a very disappointing trade deadline or something. Nobody's going to know what to do.
Yeah, nobody will know what to do. Who's the seller?
Yeah,
you don't know.
Who's a buyer? Who's a seller? And then a lot of people just won't do anything.
Yep, it's like we got a chance on playoff revenue. I'm not getting rid of my
exactly.
guys.
No.
Why would I sell?
Yeah, we're going for it.
The only ones who will sell is Buffalo,
Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville, guaranteed. Yes,
Nashville will sell.
It's interesting, man. Like the Canucks fell to their. Here, I get back to the wild card standings, but
I can't believe we haven't brought this up. There are Quinn Hughes rumors everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm heading.
Everywhere.
With this. So he had a quote before the season started. It was basically something to the effect of, "We'll see how the season goes to see if I stay or not," because he's coming up as a free agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're in the 9th wild card spot. The only team worse than them is Nashville by 1 point. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, is he gonna demand out of there?
I don't know, but the rumors everywhere. Like, it's the memes and the jokes and usually when there's smoke, there's fire. Like,
yeah, like. Oh, for sure. But I think there's truth to it. And I think you look at what I think Colorado set a bit of precedent. Like, it's like, oh, well, they can't trade Quinn Hughes. He's their franchise player. Now, Rantanen wasn't their franchise player, but like, man, if you're going to finish nearly last in the West, and he's going to be eligible for extension, and you're not going in the right direction, I mean,
yeah.
Get rid of him as quick as you possibly can if you want to go for Gavin McKenna.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, if it's not going to work out, I would do it sooner rather than later. I wouldn't wait.
Although it's not this year, his contract expires.
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
Next year.
No,
Yeah,
but if he's
You're going to maximize the trade for him. You're get rid of him with a year left on the deal.
Yeah.
They're talking about it because he'll be eligible for extension. But yeah, so.
And I mean, I'm sure they'll send him out east. But do we just assume they're going to try to make a deal with New Jersey? He can go with his brothers?
And then he'll get traded back to his division and eliminate them in the playoffs. Where have I heard that before? But yeah, I mean, I think you're going to hear New Jersey as a rumor, but like it's just like.
But it's just a rumor.
It's just because it's going to be the Hughes, everyone's going to want to see all the Hughes, play together, right?
Yeah, but like New Jersey's not going to sell the farm for the nostalgia of having three brothers together. You know what I mean?
So then you trade him to Detroit instead. If Detroit's going to offer more and start the rumors up that the other two are going to join him there.
Go and join him there.
You know what I mean? Like there's one aspect of you, like how far do you let, you know what I mean? If you're a GM, do you go like, oh, we could have all three brothers together? And it's like, well, sir, they're asking for 5 players in return. Like, oh yeah, but none of them are related, right? So we're good. Like I just can't, like, it's not like it's impossible.
By the way, can you call the Stastnys and see if they're still playing?
And the Hows.
We need to up the budget on the tinfoil.
Love it.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to yeah, that's right. That's what I kind of wanted to get to was like there's a bit of Hughes rumors out there. Vancouver, man, they just cannot. Like JT Miller, that was not the problem. And
like it was and wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it was not no.
Yeah. So you got Adam Foote in there. Love me some Adam Foote, but tough first year.
Yeah.
And they're playing like the Avs played the Canucks the other day, and they were saying that Hughes' average is over 30 minutes a night. Like that's insane. I know. Like player fitness and stuff.
What's Makar average?
Oh man, he's not. So he was at that for like a season before last when they had nobody.
He's just over 20 now, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. They are finally at a depth where they've been able to load manage McKinnon and Makar, and not have to feel like they need to ride those horses to win every game. Whereas Vancouver, it's like, well, if we don't have Quinn Hughes out there, we can't win.
That's nasty, and in the schedule this year, trying to do that.
Oh my goodness, man, it's unbelievable.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't believe it,
wild.
but you're right. Like Makar was doing those minutes, but they've been able to had the luxury of being able to dial him back some. And then quickly, I was curious about Calgary. Do you think Kadri gets traded out of there? I mean, they look like they're probably going to be a seller. I mean, do they hang on to him? I know. Like, the thing is, his contract is like
there is a team that just lost a huge contract player.
Thing is, Gary,
Tyler Seguin.
I've heard the rumor with Kadri being moved. It's like 5, 6, 7 times a year.
Yeah,
like that his name pops up again ever since getting to Calgary. I wouldn't be shocked if Toronto made a move for Kadri. I'd be less shocked if Dallas made a move for Kadri now.
John Tavares and Nazem Kadri as your second and third line centers. Or what is that? How you do it? How do you do it?
Yeah.
Where does he go?
Kadri'd be your third line center.
So you'd have to move Waugh or Lawton back.
Mm.
Man, that's
But
the problem when he traded him the first time.
It is. But like Toronto has the Jay, I know you'll know what I mean. They have the depth there, but the depth isn't deep enough. It's like when we say depth, it's like that's great. You got 6 centers, boys, but like 4 to the 6 are playing in the shallow end still. Like, are we gonna? Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. So you've got a couple of different guys that can do. In Dome, he's done center a couple times too, and it hasn't looked bad. But they're just not.
Yeah. No, I'd keep him on the wing.
Yeah. But Gary, you know what I mean? There's been moments of, yeah, but it's
an emergency.
A two-way street. That's an emergency.
When he gets thrown, the center gets thrown out of the face.
But Gary, you're not wrong, and that Seguin is visiting Robben Island for
no.
Very convenient spot to land a Kadri.
No Kadri in Dallas. No. I quit. I'm not doing it. You know how annoying it is? The Avs are 21-2-6. They have 48 points. Incredible season. And the friggin' Dallas Stars, 19-5-5 at 43 points. It's like those two teams at the top of the league. And I'm like, would you guys?
That means they're not going to meet in the first round.
I know. And that's my consolation. It's like, in order to just not meet these guys in the first round, I know it's a huge topic switch, sorry. But they have to keep up pace of this historic season where they might possibly match the Bruins record from a couple of years ago, just to avoid meeting Dallas in the first round, because like
you folks heard it here first. Colorado's going to match or beat the Bruins record. Declaration made by Jeremy Bourque.
Do they go for that, or do they start to tank at the end just so they don't win the President's Trophy? And
so I'll tell you what went on. They were on track to get it in 22. I think people forget they were on track to win the President's Trophy in 22. And then in the last, they had clinched the division. And then like after they clinched, they still had like 8 games left. And they went like 1 for 7 going into the playoffs because they were resting everybody. And in that stretch, they lost first place in the league. So they won that year and they didn't break the curse, but they were really close to getting both. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not as worried about that watching them play, but yeah, I'm just like, holy cow. Like, and I guess if you look at it another way, if Dallas finishes first, you still don't meet them in the first round.
No.
But, you know,
but
yeah, Dallas, man.
But
Jason
what are the odds
Robertson.
of having that ridiculously good of a year? And then, there's Dallas with almost as good of a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but to your point, Gary, they're going to be buyers. They're going to have space to do it.
They will now. Yeah.
But, you know, they're going to have, I don't know, they're going to have to buy from somebody in the West because I don't know who's going to sell in the East. Anyways.
You mean like Calgary?
Yeah, I know. Holy cow. That guy is
They could go shopping at Nashville and look at a Stamkos instead.
Honest to goodness, like that is something I could see happening. I could see them going for a guy like Stamkos. I haven't looked at the contract numbers, but like I'm sure they'll chase one of those veteran guys to drop in the lineup. Because it's not like Sagan was playing, big minutes for them or top line minutes. I mean, he's getting older in his career now. But yeah, not quite ready to talk about facing Dallas yet. Jeepers creepers.
That's fair.
At least you got a full slot of goaltenders over there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like it's hard to imagine. The only thing that is not good with the Avs right now is the power play.
Shocking.
Yeah. Yeah. If you watched it, you would get it. I mean, like, usually good power plays. Like, if you look at Edmonton's power play, they have a lot of talent and stuff, but they get so many shots like in close to the net. Like, McDavid will just find his way to the middle somehow. He'll get a bunch of guys to chase him in tight, and then Draisaitl's got a wide open net or whatever it is, right? And the Avs don't do that. They commit to the 1-3-1. They got Makar on the point, McKinnon and Natchez on the half wall. They put Lekin in the middle, Landeskog or Nelson or somebody down low, but they will not collapse to get pucks to the middle of the ice for like high danger scoring areas. They're just trying to find seams, a lot of shots from far away.
Sounds very familiar.
I don't understand it. Like, I don't quite get it. Like, I don't know why we just keep doing that. We even changed the power play coach. Still not really. I don't know. It's weird. But I can't complain. Their 2 regulation losses by December 7th is pretty good. Yeah, they've had good goaltending. I think something too that the stats won't tell you. And then I guess we can wrap it up. But having Landeskog back, so the leadership dynamic on that team, McKinnon is not, and he will tell you himself, he does not want to be captain because I think he knows he's not like the right guy for that role. McKinnon's the type of guy that if you were building a character in a game and you took all your stats and put them into skill, and like if you had leadership or other qualities, you left those all at 0 and you just put it all into skill, because he's just not he's not a guy to take a guy aside and say, hey man, don't worry about it, like we got you next time. And I mean, maybe he is, but like he doesn't, that's not in his personality, right? He's more of the Michael Jordan type. He's more of the I'm going to yell at you until you are better at that. It comes from a good place and I care about you, but the way for me to help you is to try to hurt you so you can see where you're weak. You know what I mean? Like that's his way of leading.
Oh man.
And I think a guy like Landeskog is such a calming presence, and he just completely balances. Like, he's a competitor, he'll fight anybody and all that, so he's tough. But he's such a personable, approachable type of leader. And the underrated one in there too is Brent Burns. No one's really talking about Brent Burns. But him and Manson as a second pair has been unbelievable. Like, I don't know why they didn't try to get Burns sooner, because the guy never makes a bad play. He always puts the puck in the right spot, makes a smart play. He's never out of position. He's not afraid to pinch, but when he pinches, it's smart pinches, and he just shoots from the point. He's not afraid to shoot. He's got a few goals. So him and Manson as a second pair is very, very underrated. And but his personality, I mean, you can just see all the guys, they love him. They love talking to him. He's 40 years old. He's been in the league forever. So I think the leadership that those two guys have brought has kind of like balanced it out, because you can see the way they win games is not just like off the rush or off their skill or whatever. They've won games while being ahead by 2 goals pretty confidently. They've won games being behind pretty confidently by 2 goals. They're winning in lots of different ways. They're bouncing back from, the little adversity they've had. They've always bounced back. So yeah, I think the leadership side is really underrated in being the biggest difference. So there you go. My State of the Union.
State of the Union address. I've got to go put the lights up above all my chipboard there in the rink. So I think if I time this, if I can get it all done tonight, I can have my lights up before they do in Milan. That's what's holding them up. They can't work at night.
Make sure you're using the proper bulb.
Yep. Regulation bulb. I'll put all the red lamps at one end. It'll be good.
I think you guys should band together for like Bush League arena building and go over and just build one next to it so they have some place to play. Take all your experience.
Yeah, telling you. All right, lads.
Yep, good work, boys.
Good work. Keep your stick on the ice.